Hey there, folks. Well, it's time for another Frailing Folk Song of the Week. This week I got a John Prine song for you. So here we go. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's a backwoods old town that's often remembered, so many times that my memories are worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Airdrie Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all that we'd kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber and stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken. Then they wrote it all down as the progress of man. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes flow down the Green River. Let my soul roll off to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. That's kind of a classic. An awful lot of people have done that song. And it's a pretty simple song. We're doing it actually in the out of G, standard open G tuning, but it's in the key of C. So the chords are C, F, and then open G. Now, I've talked about this before in another video, but when you're going from a C to an F, 2 things you can remember. One, if you rotate your wrist and you go and you grab the farthest strings the first, sometimes that can be a little easier than trying to grab the first 2 strings and then stretch your fingers across to get the other ones. And the other thing is that when you're in a C, you can also you can leave your first finger in place, right here, the first fret on the 2nd string, and just so you can just kind of practice that to get into that F. Anyway, so it's C, F, open G. And it's in 3/4 time. That's standard. When I was a child, my C, and it goes to F, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents danced the G. Parents were born. That's pretty much the whole song, just stays that with that pattern. So it's C, 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 F, C, 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 G, C. I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. And then it goes into the chorus, which is... Sorry about that, I'd forgotten to actually erase the deleted files on my phone. I ran out of space. Anyway, so let's pick up where I left off there. So the chorus is pretty much exactly the same. And Daddy, won't you take me back, that's C, down to Muhlenberg County, that's to F and back to C, down by the Green River where G, paradise lay. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're, that's C again, but you're too late to F in, back to C again. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. That's really the whole song. It alternates between verse, chorus, but they're all using exactly the same fingering patterns and exactly the same variation on the strum. The only tricky part is that quick from C to an F and back to C again. So it's back to Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County. So that's actually very good practice for going back and forth between that C to F to C to F to C. Leave your index finger in place and just do a quick swap. It's good practice for that one, but it's a great song. And you guys have fun with that, and I will see you next week.